everybody. It's Thursday. We've got some thoughts. Look. Hey, show them your teeth. Look, teeth.
I have teeth.
We're all very excited. She can, chew food and bite things. Bite things
apples.
mainly, yes. Okay. Any information you want to give the folks? And then you got to go.
I have Mommy's face.
She did.
Did you wear those to school today?
No, she just got it from me. Okay. I think you and Daddy are going to go run around and do things or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
Or I know you're going later on.
Where?
Okay, I'm gonna do this one.
Oh. Go ahead.
She fell off the slide today.
Yeah, my legs
Oh, is that why she was sad?
Yeah, that's why
my legs are very itchy.
Well, go have your daddy wipe you down. Yeah. There you go. I love you. Hello, everybody. This
Hi,
is,
darling.
Thursday Thoughts, PM Artist Studio. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
We are PM Artist Studio. Sorry.
a little crackly. Alrighty, my
Crackly.
Arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Pop out that chat, turn it to live, do all the things that you need to do, but especially give those thumbsy upsies right down here. Thumb up. Boop.
I just did mine.
Appreciate that, Patricia.
I just know it's going to be a good one.
She's feeling good about this
I'm
one.
feeling good.
Some days it's iffy. Just want y'all to know.
Well, I don't know. The art today might be kind of
The thoughts
lame.
are going to be on par.
But I've got some really good thoughts that'll make up for it.
Okay, well, let me say hello, everybody. Do say hello in the chat. That's how I know that you're here.
That's right.
That's right. All right, turning things to live chat. Live chat. Burr, burr, burr. Okay, you girls look sassy and colorful today, Elizabeth says. I love it. Hey, eyeball, so much better. Thank you to all of you that suggested the heat compress. I mean, that was like life-changing. I didn't internet doctor myself. I just, I don't know. So thank y'all. So much better. I have ordered new mascara. I'm chucking the old stuff because I think that might have contributed to the issue. So very, very thankful to all y'all. Oh, sugar biscuits there. Did you see where it dropped? Okay. Let's show them. Did you get this on the playground?
Yes, it's quartz.
How do you know that?
It on the other side. It has.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Quartz.
It's quartz.
Am I holding up to the right camera?
You are. All right. I love you. Go have your daddy wash you down.
Yay, glad it worked.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they were happy about my eyeball. They were the ones that told me to put the hot compress on. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go. I love you. They saw it. This is the right crowd. Okay, let's say hello to everybody. We've got Adria, Art Curious by MNW. I hope you are feeling better, Miriam. Carol is here. Charmaine, Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy's here. Devin, Rex for Art, that is Yolande. Eddie, Elizabeth, Estella, Griffinshale, that's Rhonda. Jennifer, Julie, Carla, Katra, Laura, Lizanne, Lydia, Marcy, Margie, Marguerite, Mark Hines, Michelle with one L, Michelle Walls. Hello, Michelle. Michelle's, both of y'all. Mitzi's here. Panka, Sandy, Silver Granny or Grumpy Gnome, that is Lynn. Star Traveler, Linda. SWL, that is Sherry. The Shelley Studio, that is Margle. Trish Coogan. And Clint is here. Some other people popped in at the top. Maybe, let's say maybe Cynthia. All right. That is who popped up in the participants list. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Simply give me an extra little hello, Pinky. Hello, hand.
Eddie Puny?
Is Eddie puny? Yeah, he's been kind of feeling a little down. I sent him I don't know if you watched the video that I sent you, but that is also what we're going to discuss a little bit today.
Yes, I took notes on it.
Even Brad watched it, and he said it was a good video. And very rarely does my husband watch the things that I tell him to watch. But I've been watching his like stock market guy that he watches. I'm getting a little worried about myself because I'm finding him more and more interesting, and I'm like, oh, good God. Is he rewiring my brain? Maybe.
Oh, well, you know.
He's good background noise, I'll tell you that.
Really?
It's fairly easy to ignore.
Oh, it's always
Maybe
good.
that's what
You know, it's like mood music.
You know, like if I'm too into something, then it's hard to do something else while I'm doing that
Oh,
thing.
I see. Yeah, I have those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Sometimes he's good, though. It just kind of depends on what it
And
is.
I looked up the history channel, and you have to pay.
I know, you told me that the other day.
I was really bummed out. But, yeah.
I think they have free content probably on the YouTube as well.
They do. You just have a lot of commercials. That was what when
You
I
poor
read
thing.
it. Yeah, I hate that. Okay, so this is just, you know how things just happen, and they sort of like just fall into place without you doing a lot of planning or, you know. So
The universe, y'all.
it's the universe. So I sent Mariah this article, and I said, Mariah, I need you in this.
Print this out for Thursday Thoughts.
Could you print this out? And she says, well, I have something I want you to watch too.
Well, no, she walked in the other day because Brad was on a phone call or whatever, and so we closed the office door, and then I was boo-hooing because I was watching this thing that I had sent Eddie, and I think I had, no, I hadn't.
You sent it to me, but I hadn't watched it yet because I knew it was there, but I didn't watch it.
Right, or something like
I didn't know what it was.
Anyway, but then it just so happened that then she sent me the thing, and I said, did you watch the other thing that I was, you know, all boo-hooing about? She said, no. And I said, well, you need to, because it goes with the thing that you just sent me.
And then we got this wonderful email. Well, Mariah got it. I don't have an email channel. And anyhow, it just kind of segued into this, and then I took notes on this, and then I had some.
Did you just say segued?
Segued.
Segued.
You know, where it just like goes into. Yeah, that. I'm not used to, you know, hearing it. I know.
Yeah.
I know that it's a word, and I know what it is, but I don't know how to necessarily how to say it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I want to start with the Times article because I am not reading all of it. I just reading highlights of it because it's 4 pages.
And I did. The links are down in the description box. If you want to know.
Excellent.
You just hit the little more thing. It says ... more. Open that up. And right under the first paragraph or so, I have linked both things.
Did you link the?
I did.
The video.
I did.
Simon Sinek and Trevor Noah video. Okay.
I think it's Sinek.
Sinek. I don't know. I haven't heard it said.
Yeah.
I guess I should listen to that better because I'm sure he introduced.
I also tagged them. I'm sure that they're going to be showing up to the
yeah
stream any minute. Mm-hmm. How hilarious would that be?
This is from Time Magazine on August 30th, 2024. Mm-hmm. Jamie Ducharme, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. It says, what makes a friendship last forever? Well, basically, the upshot is, you know, relationships come and go, some, you know, and close friends, and you lean on them in hard times, yada, yada. Shared traits, interests, and backgrounds help a lot, says Robin Dunbar, an evolutionary psychologist and author of Friends. I've never heard of her, but I guess, you know, some other people have. Understanding the power of our most important relationships. Dunbar's work suggests there are 7 areas of overlap that are partially crucial in forming a solid friendship. Speaking the same language, growing up in the same area, having similar career trajectories, and sharing hobbies, viewpoints, senses of humor, and tastes in music. Every close friend pair may not have every one of these in common, but the more they share, the stronger their relationship is likely to be. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it lists 10 other articles that you can read to get the same, you know, content there. And this person here...
this one was a conversation.
Yes. Research by Jeffrey Hall, director of the Relationships and Technology Lab at the University of Kansas. Also finds that people need to spend lots of time together, at least 300 hours to become true best friends.
I think a lot of y'all have spent at least 300 hours with us.
Just waiting for Mariah to jump in on that one. And Hall says, friends who express their deepest thoughts and emotions to each other tend to become more tightly bonded than those who keep it surface level.
I have a hard time sometimes with that. Like, you know, I'm a good surface friend, I think. Like, if it...
Yeah, Mariah, her uncomfortableness level is a lot more, her meter's a lot more sensitive than mine.
Yeah.
I can sit down and boo-hoo with a complete stranger on the bench at Costco.
No.
And Mariah would never do that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like, I need to have a moment with you to know that that would be okay. There's some...
Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute and why that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a whole bunch more blah, 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 blah. Pardon me. There's an ineffable quality to some best friendships. Hall agrees. Science suggests it takes a lot of time to build a strong bond. But what's very weird, he says, is that once people become best friends, they may go months or even years without talking and pick up right away where they left off. Sometimes, once a very strong relationship has been created, Hall says, it never really stops being that way. And that's really kind of how, I look at all of you. We've met who? Darcy. I think Darcy is about one of the only people. Well, no, that's not true. There's a few people we've actually met in person, but most of you not.
Yeah.
I still feel like I know who you are. I don't know if that's naivete on my part or just wishful thinking. I don't know. But then I we get emails and letters like this, and I'm going to read you this letter, and I hope I make it through with that. Okay. Good morning. I'm not identifying because she did not get back to us, so we don't know if it's okay. And once
I'm assuming it is, but, we like to...
I'm giving you that chance to jump in and say, oh, that's my letter. I don't mind. Good morning from the California side of America. I wanted to thank both of you for helping wind down my day after day in front of the computer. And sometimes when the artistic muse has left the building, I find comfort in listening to you both ramble and pointedly try to teach us new things. As Izzy grows up, I'm sure she will enjoy the crafty intellectual that she is being melded into that will turn her into both a fine engineer and artist. I love that. Tidbit 1. After you rub that squishy stamp buffer pillow on the inside of the paper that you plan to write on, write in ballpoint ink, and then quickly cover with boxing powder. You now have embossed your own handwriting. I don't know, what is boxing powder?
I think she means the embossing powder.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it took me a minute and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what she was talking about.
Then you have embossed your own handwriting. Isn't that a cool little tip? I hope there is some discussion about how we are supposed to store all these stencils that I seem to be buying without end. Carrie stated he converted from using plastic sleeves to 12-inch folded inserts to house his PM Artist Studio stencils and ATC masks. I have followed other stencil makers, and they have used a variety of hanging, dangling things that included all at gator clips and plastic sleeves to separate the stencils so they don't become tangled. Wow. Okay, there you go. New question. Do you find that stencil layering of straight line stencils work well together as opposed to mixing circles or curved with curvy wavy stencils, providing a pleasing aesthetic? I'm struggling with mixing and matching layers. Good point.
Here's what I don't know if I wrote back or not regarding that in particular. I was like, I think I may have said that we would address it on a stream, but my initial thought to that was, I don't think P thinks about it that much. Sometimes you do.
God, that's so rude.
But I think a majority of the time it's just kind of like, this is the one that was on the top of the stack, or
it didn't have any paint on it and I had to hurry up
and use it. Otherwise I was going to take it away from you. Or you did spend like way too much time thinking about it. You put them all together, and then
I
maybe
lost
the
them.
first two you did the way that you thought, and the rest of it was all just.
That's true, but
Yeah.
I do want to interject this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like mixing straight and curved lines just because I think it's interesting. Now, the other thing that's really important is the scale. Because if you have really small stuff,
Yeah.
you either want to use that first or last. Because it's going to kind of obliterate.
I really think that
Yeah.
has more to do with it than anything. Yeah, it's
scale.
just yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Tidbit 2. I discovered my laminating machine. I discovered my laminating machine.
Mm-hmm. This is what I was telling you about, lady.
Oh.
I love you.
And I was dumbfounded to see that you can get a laminating machine for less than $20 in some places, including Amazon. Why is that important? I'll tell you. Need to let go of these jelly prints that I make. I'm going to make ATC size key fobs that I can put on a key ring. I may need to take pictures of larger compositions and shrink them down to artist trading cards or size smaller.
I thought that was fabulous.
I think it's wonderful. Now she is experimenting. Hey, I got some news for you. Just remind me, Mariah, about this.
About
acrylics
this,
on fabrics, because I found the GAC.
That's the stuff to mix in.
Yeah.
Okay.
The GAC 900, and then the other one was the 200, which is for use on glass or plastic. It creates a surface.
Okay.
So yeah, the GAC 900 makes
it's soft.
It makes it softer, so it's not so rigid.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Final thoughts. So everything is not important. Many things are. Please do not take the work you do for granted and dwell on the YouTube numbers and statistics. Thank you for that. Just wait till Izzy is rolling her eyes and making faces at you both.
Sure it does.
And it's PMI Studios. She knows she invented the color wheel and a spin-off called Rainbows. Isn't that a wonderful thing to say?
I love that.
As a partial scientist, math geek, and numbers crunchers who's had many different jobs, including selling auto parts and making wine, nursing, data visualization, statistician, I find that my job is to find me in the moment.
I thought that was just such a wonderful
Moment of common reflection seem to be rare and far between, but the moment that I find energy and excitement in discovering something new that was mundane and overlooked is where my passions lay. Wish I had a joke or moment of zen to end on, but that 82-year-old holding on to her hat was pretty good.
Okay.
So was a poor woman on TikTok crying because she was 57 and pregnant. I cried for her too, but I digress. I identify as a postmenopausal woman. My pronouns are try me.
I thought that was funny.
Express your love or loathing today. It's all good. That was I love it, and Mariah wanted to mark all this stuff out with her marker, and I said, no, I want to put it in my journal.
She's saving emails.
I'm saving it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So all that was, I love that. So now let's go into this. And I just took some notes. I'm not going to belabor it. And I just want to read you some of the stuff that I wrote down here on the Sinek. What did we decide?
I think it's Sinek.
Sinek and Trevor Noah on friendship, loneliness, vulnerability, and more. One of the first questions that was projected right at the beginning was, what are you fascinated by? And I just thought, what a great question. Because once you identify that, you're going to know what people you're looking for, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. And then how to be a friend. And they talk about the sacrifice of friendship for success. What Trevor Noah said to Simon was, I look at you like the truffle pig of ideas that will shape the world.
I love that.
Don't you wish somebody would say that about you? I would be so.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Then he has an analogy here about boats and friendship. And do you want to have your own boat?
Oh, I loved that so
Wasn't that
much.
great?
Because it really was so perfect, because it's like, do you want to be a boat person, but every friend needs a person that has the boat, because the thing about the boat is that it's not much fun to go on the boat by yourself.
And if everybody has their own boat, then you're all sitting around going, oh man, I wish some of my friends had come over, but all your other friends are also boat people, so they got their own boat.
I feel like this about patios. This is like, I don't need a boat. I don't want a boat. I don't really care about going out on a boat. It's a lot of work. It's hot. If there's sand involved, I'm very just anti that, because sand just makes me crazy. Anyway, that's my feeling about like sort of going out on a boat. And I have this, I am sensitive. Like even when we went on this other cruise, this last cruise, it was a smaller boat. And I had moments of, this is why I feared going on the boat. Anyway, I digress. Apologies for that. But I think a patio is the same thing. I love to hang out on a patio. I kind of miss patio time.
I know. We don't have any patio dwellers out here. Well, we do, but they're so far away they can't come.
Yeah, because this is the thing, especially in Dallas. If you live 30 minutes from somebody, you're too far.
Well, and you can't go over and drink, because if you have to drive home, there's that.
Well, and I don't drink anymore, so therefore that whole...
Yeah, you don't smoke either, so yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a quote by Simon. We don't build trust by offering help. We build trust by asking for it. Isn't that what I'm going to read it again. We don't build trust by offering help. We build trust by asking for it. You're not going to ask somebody for something if you don't trust them. So that's what I think that's about. He talks about, angry young men, the loss of idealism, and how we look for it maybe in all the wrong places. Is there a song about that?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things, I'm not, that people say when they're getting, up in ages like me is, I wish I'd spent more time with my friends. That was one of their regrets.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was sweet, because I think it really is true. And when I finished watching this whole thing, I called my sister up and talked to her, because she's like one of my best friends. So Trevor Noah, his background is he's from South Africa. He's Zulu. And they have a saying, and he whipped it off and it was wonderful. It was so melodically, I liked it. I really wished I could say it. A person is only a person because of the people. I think that's profound. Now I'm going to tell you who Simon Sinek is. And this was the little bio in the thing. He is an unshakable optimist. He believes in a bright future and our ability to build it together. Described as a visionary thinker with a rare intellect. Simon has devoted his professional life to help advance the vision of a world in which a vast majority of people wake up every morning inspired, feel safe wherever they are, and end the day fulfilled by the work that they do. That describes me. And in the article, there's some more there on the books that he's written, which I have not, by the way, read any of them, and I feel like I've got 2 more books that I have to read before I buy any more, so that may be a little while before I get to Simon's books, but...
Well, you're welcome. I found that. The internet gave that to me the other day. Thank you, internet.
Okay, well, I've been very busy, by the way.
Hope y'all enjoyed that. So
I do hope,
because we consider you guys our friends, and that's why we wanted to share the friend stuff. There you go.
And Gerald, I loved. I can always count on Gerald. If I go back and read, I should have Mariah copy them, and I put them in my book, because they make me laugh.
They are even.
Okay. And I kind of hope I sent one back that was just a little bit funny for you. I try to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's funny whenever because there was one time when Gerald was like, came back and said, I'm sorry that I was kind of grumpy in this one or whatever. And I was like, I really didn't notice. I mean, a little bit, but I was like, that just seemed right. I wasn't offended by it. That's the thing is that once I have become friends with someone, I think that, and this is why it is important to have those relationships with people, is that you go, oh, well, no, I get it. Like, we all have bad days, or just, that was just kind of, you get it. It isn't just some person coming in and being rude and then leaving. That's different.
It is different. It's just, and it's
like you're allowed.
Oh, you're allowed.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say whatever, but you better be able to take it, because I can dish it out.
But I think the thing is like when you know somebody, you're kind of like it's just taken differently. Even if you were like not necessarily being nice, that's okay.
I love people that challenge me. My step son-in-law, Steve, he is always saying something that yeah, that I don't notice about myself, and I think that that's important. If you really want to know who you are, you need to be able to look at yourself through somebody else's eyes, because that's probably what the rest of the world sees. It's not the you that you see.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Now, that isn't, I don't bend over backwards doing any reparatory or reparations that I feel are totally unnecessary anyway. Okay, enough of that. Let's get on with it.
Yeah.
And somebody said I needed to glue that fluffy tree down. By golly, I glued it down. Look at that.
That's going to look fabulous. It would be helpful if you'd held. Oh, there you go. It's like you know, but you don't know.
It's all about my depth perception here. I can't, that's not in my...
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you see that there's a trio of little 3 circle-y things?
Yeah, I see them, but my...
Okay. All you have to do... Spot on.
But here's I'm down here, and I'm looking, and I'm thinking this, and I'm going this.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
Because, see, that's where my glasses best see it.
Well,
my glasses.
You should train yourself. You got to look at the camera and go, okay, there's the 3 little things. Boom. And you'll hit your mark
Mariah,
every time.
It would take your job away from you. I want you to
What would I have to talk about?
Feel important that you are supporting me in my endeavors.
I love it.
Okay. So, anywho, yeah, you can still see a little bit of fuzzy stuff there, but I think it came out really nice.
Yes. It like...
I'm keeping this one. I'm not going to put this in the... I really like it just like it is, and I really wish that ATC cards were this size.
Here's my suggestion to you, perhaps. Why don't we just forego... Like, here's the thing. You can say... If I wanted to hang them on a line, I'll hang them on a line and we'll create a bunting. But otherwise, I think what you should do is turn them into little, it was suggested at one point in time kind of tarot cards, but not really tarot cards, but like if you put sayings and things on the back side.
Oh, and see, I've got that room to do that.
I think that would be more fun.
Oh, there are definitely some of them that are not going into the... And I'm very pleased about this one.
Oh, yes. Remember, that's the one we left off on Tuesday.
So you can go back to the end of that stream. You can see what it looked like before I did a little pencil work. I'm really thinking about coming in with a one of these and try, getting some highlighting so that I separate my building from the background. Because I think it kind of does get lost. But I still love it.
It's really good.
And here's another tree. I kind of just put a little bit of pencil work here.
So good.
And here. And of course, I'd already worked on the moon. I know that Gerald doesn't. He doesn't very often come into this, but he watches later, and
Yeah.
I can't wait till he reads my comment because I.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is the one that Mariah did the sparkly stuff on top of, but it was the product
So
was impasto.
yeah, impasto through the stencil. Then we sprinkled on the embossing powder, so we could heat that up, but I think it looks great as is, and I'm a little afraid that you would lose its like see-throughness, and I like that it's the right amount of shimmer and everything. And it gave it an interesting texture.
It really, really does. And it's stuck on there. It's not going anywhere. Now, I don't know. I say that. I did get a little bit off. But, I mean, for the most part, it really is stuck on there. I don't know.
We could maybe do one at the bottom. Like, I don't have to do all of them. We could test it out, see what happens. But I do love I love it the way it is.
And it did lighten up a lot.
Yeah, and I remember I said that it would if we let it dry before doing anything to it.
And if you do use your impasto, you know that it's not going to be completely clear. It's going to be semi-transparent, is how I would say that.
Yeah, I think
even
so.
at the best. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I've got some more here that I'm working on. And I just haven't, these need pencil work. I just didn't get to them because I was spending a lot of time on these others. I've got some more moons and to work on. And I really want,
yeah, that happens after a while, Julie, no matter what. Just the pigments from the paint will, even peas.
Oh.
And you know, she doesn't use anything other than
what?
She's saying that her gel plates are yellowing somewhat.
Yeah. Well, mine are what, 3-4 years old? Yeah.
Hey, Dawn.
Okay, I'm really bummed about the cat. So we're gonna do some cat. We're gonna do the cats over.
She's gonna do more cats.
We're gonna do some more cats. Now I'm pretty sure that everybody saw all the rest of these.
Well, let's give them a whirl. Let's
give them a whirl. Okay. Horny Man.
The devil from the
Pumpkin
characters. Yeah, Pedro.
Freddy. Mad Scientist female. Witch Hat 1. Witch Hat 2.
Pink Kitty.
Pink Kitty. Oh, I do have a good kit, but see, I would love that Pink Kitty was on that. These jobbers are still sticking together. Aha. The Weeper. Kind of a sad kitty. I don't know. That's kind of sad.
Serious kitty.
Yeah, serious kitty. And I love this. I just think it looks like a lacquered box. Frank. El Raton.
Yeah, I think
everybody commented on this.
Everybody loves the spider.
The spider is, and I mean, even now.
It's still puffed up.
Still puffy.
Well, you got some good loft on that anyway.
I did. And remember, this was done with the black.
And nothing has cracked yet.
I
don't know when the cracking, like.
And I've kind of scooted them. God knows they've been. And you can see here, it's really sucking down. Remember how puffy that bird was?
That has laid down a lot.
Laid down a lot. Now, Ghosty Dude, he's still pretty, but this was done with
texture paste.
Yes.
That the crow there was done with impasto.
Yes.
That's like what these are.
Yes.
But that's kind of cool. So it did dry kind of see-through-ish. Not as much as these. Here, put that next to that. That's the good, side by side of letting it dry versus going right at
and what I'll do is
emboss.
we'll just keep those two together so you can do that comparison.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, another Weeper. Because remember, Mariah was going to do a bunting and I was going to do a bunting, so we were making double.
And
cards.
I said I really wasn't interested in doing the bunting.
She really wasn't interested.
I'm more interested in you doing a deck of cards, and I can help you find cool things to put on the cards if you want.
Okay, I'm for it. Look at that. I think that's wonderful. And here's the house.
Hey, what happened to the that deck of cards that we have for like the Halloween facts and whatnot.
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
We could transfer some of those to.
Yeah.
Seems appropriate.
See, same house.
This is like when you move into a neighborhood like ours, and then years and years later, people finally do different things to their house. So even though it's the exact same house,
Yeah.
they all start looking a little different. But when you first move into the neighborhood, you're like, oh my God, it's like Cookie Cutterville.
And see, look at that.
That thing was huge.
It had a little wart out there in the middle.
Oh, I see it.
But it kind of went down.
You should have that looked at.
Yeah. Okay, really wonderful background there. Very, very proud of that. Here's a pumpkin with a little stem and a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a baddie with lots. See, remember, this is the paper. But it's so cool how it came out different. I just think that's absolutely wonderful. Which one or which two? I don't know which one she is. But anyway, we've got two different witches. A lot of work was done in the background here. Because Mariah didn't put the back where I wanted her to.
I know, but look at what it turned into.
I know, and look at this.
And I didn't do that the way she wanted to.
No,
now
she
she's
didn't,
very
and
impressed with the fact that.
Now I love it. I love it so much. Another baddie. With this is all.
We do have the Dawns representing.
The what?
Dawns are.
Are represented.
Mm-hmm.
And we have two.
Oh, I didn't realize you did two.
Simmering pots.
Did you do both of those on stream?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember that.
A little bit of.
I've been handing out. So I have bat freebies. I have eye freebies. I've got a new Jumpin' Jack, Snowflake Jack freebie. Yeah. I've been handing out.
Okay. All right. So what I want to do today. And I do have more black tissue paper.
Hello, Ari. And hello to everybody that has come in. I know I missed some of y'all. If you want, give me an extra little pinky hello hand, and I'll try to get y'all helloed. Do say hello in the chat, so that way I can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do all that YouTube-y business that you do. Ring those bells. Share this with a friend.
Yeah.
Because today is all about the friend thing. So, you know.
It is.
Let them know. Might have some new
and
friends.
It's like that.
Friends.
The snowy day.
Hi, still yay.
Remember the snowy. I love that.
Snowy friends. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mariah won't watch it because it makes her cry.
And once I know, like... Here's the thing. Once I know,
get over it, but
it gets worse because then I anticipate because I know what's happening. So it becomes worse because then I'm anticipating the thing. So then I'm already up in a tizzy. Brad can like start to talk about something, and I was like, why are you talking about that? Because he knows it's gonna like, what are you doing to me? We're like heading to somewhere, and I'm like, I don't want to look like I've been bawling my eyes out. It's really it's a superpower.
Oh no. Okay. So sometimes that happens.
This bat just doesn't fall apart.
That bat didn't make it. I we'll try again on this bat.
Hello, Tina and Paula.
Okay, so we want to make sure that you get both sides wet up good.
Definitely.
And try not to pull on the parts that are a little more sensitive.
Yeah, it's best to pull from the body to wing.
It is.
Yeah, body to wing.
It really honestly is. Okay, now
we would be a mess together, Eddie.
I want a little bigger bat here. I think I'm going to go with this one.
Now remember, this is just the black texture paste that was then put through the new baddie stencil by Rhonda onto the wet strength tissue. This also works on like parchment or even deli paper, I believe. Anything that's got a slicky surface and that's going to hold up, you can peel that stuff right off and then...
Yeah, now remember the tree, the one tree that had the fuzzy stuff on it? That was the rice paper.
Yeah, we tested it out. That doesn't work as well unless you want that effect. Now, that was what was said in the comments, and I was like, that was pretty brilliant. So, like, if you want automatic kind of cloudy, foggy business, that's one way to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got these 3 bats here. This bat is going to be way far away.
Size matters.
Size matters because remember,
It indicates.
and I'm also putting the bats, you know, on the paper on the page. Towards the top is far away, towards the bottom
Closer.
closer up. Okay, this little batty is hard to pick up.
You need some of them tweezers. You see it upside down bat? Well, I guess they do hang upside down.
Well, I want them to be, you know,
Yeah.
circling the cabin here,
Yeah.
circling the wagon, you know, kind of thing. Now, I like that. And of course, you know, I'm
That's right.
all about 3.
Mm-hmm.
I did fill up my glue. Hey, Becky, is Becky there?
You need to stop badgering Becky.
How's my cozy coming along?
I think she works on Thursdays. Pretty sure of that.
And the thing about these little dudes is that you don't have to worry about which side, because really the sides are about the same. Not entirely true. This one has a bit of a concave side here, and I'm going to work on that as the side that hopefully is going to suck down to.
Oh, like a little suction cup.
This is very, very,
Oh.
my finger, it's really working out well. My finger has a bit of glue on it.
Yeah. Three by the tree. I like that.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool. Hold that up a little further into the technology, a little bit down towards yourself. Okay, we have seriously got to work this out on the whole up-down thing. So when I say down, it's actually like towards you is really what I'm saying.
Well, this is up and down. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Back and forth.
Remember I was telling you the other day, like, I don't know what it is about me. To me, you know why it is? Because I'm looking at the screen, and to me in the screen, it's down.
Oh.
See? It just figured out why my brain says tell her to move it down. But really it's towards her. There you go.
Yeah, But I want you to notice that one little branch there. It's got a little.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't want to be raking your finger across there because that'll get you.
It's a pokey branch.
Pokey branch.
Sometimes they are.
Dangerous.
Mm-hmm. That looks like a dangerous tree.
Okay, so now you know why I've got to dry them now because I got them wet.
I love Halloween. Halloween is one of my most favorite holidays and has always been. I wanted to be married on Halloween, but it was on a Tuesday that year. But I wanted to be married in 2000 because I just thought that was great. Brad and I had been dating for 3 years. It seemed right.
Wow.
Did you know all of that? She didn't know all that.
A lot of info there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should write that down for future reference. Yeah.
My mom said that I was too young. She's like, "Are you sure about this?" I said, "Yeah, pretty sure about it." See, look at where we're at today.
Yeah, and look where you're at today. I said, well, I was just, you know.
Well, it's funny because Brad and I even think about it. We're like, God, we were young.
Oh, you look at them, they look like they're 12.
Oh, they're just babies. Babies.
And I just kept.
Now being a 40-year-old somebody, I look at 20-somethings and I'm like, that's too young.
Yeah, Izzy needs to wait till she's at least 30.
Oh, totally.
Okay, now here we go. So I've got this for my basket, and I'm hoping, you know, I don't want to take them off until I'm ready to use them, okay? That's why I'm doing that. It just is, you know, it's a lot easier to find this little sheet of bats than it is a little bats. And plus they get in there and they get all, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Now, I've got this one out here because I'm just I'm really I am going to do this kitty, and I know how I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Mariah's going to have to wah for me. I know she doesn't mind doing that. Okay.
I gotta tell you. Okay. So P has been she's been interneting a lot, which is great. She signed up for this ground news business. Well, they give her all kinds of which is great because it's actually exposing her to other things. Well, so Eddie just said that he tried to watch the MTV Awards. That's because she asked me. She's like, "What are the MTV VMAs? What is that?" That's a video music awards. And then she was reading off some names to me. And I only recognized one, and that was Chapel Rowan.
And I said it's Chappelle.
And I said, no, that's a different thing. Yeah. But she read me off some names, and I was like, no, I don't know who that is. Eddie just said that he tried to watch it, and he did not recognize most of the people. Yeah, it's really sad whenever you're like, oh, the one you're really excited about is like the one that they're giving for a Lifetime Achievement Award or something. And you're like, yes!
Yeah, you know that you passed. Okay, my only, and of course they had, there's a lot of stuff about Taylor Swift. I didn't even know who she was until
I've tried to explain that to you before.
I know, yeah. And I knew about it because Izzy watches her all the time. Oh my God.
Well, it's so funny because Izzy actually doesn't like her newest album because she's older, now, and some of it is just, she likes a couple of the songs, but she really loves her from the more poppy, happy,
jumping about
when she was in her teens and 20s.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember that other little girl that she used to watch, who I'm sure now is in her 20s or.
Yeah, most definitely. She's older, even. Yeah. Katy Perry, yes.
Yeah. So
I think Katy Perry's almost our age. I think.
Really?
Ish. Yeah, she's younger, but I don't know though. Maybe. How old is Eddie, how old's Katy Perry?
Okay, so I want. Oh dear, I need to find a card here to put.
Okay, Carol, no worries.
I need to find a cat card here. All right, that's a good one because I like that, and I know that the white is going to look really good on that.
Yes. Well, now that you've done some cards, you have a better.
I have a better idea of what I want to happen on the card.
And we have utilized all of our embossing powders, so I think we really have a better understanding of what they're going to do.
I think that is also very, very true. Now, I want to see, I think this would be cool. If I do the cat, and I think the cat is going to fit perfectly there.
Yeah, Katy Perry's 39.
Oh, good Lord.
I am older than 39.
Wow. Well, who's that other little girl that that Izzy used to watch?
I don't know, but I just realized that Ariana Grande used to be on some kind of, Disney show that Izzy's really into right now. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But she wasn't really in my, even Katy Perry really wasn't in my, I'm into that sort of.
Mariah, I did not get my,
Lizanne fixed Katy Perry's stage boots about 20 years ago.
Who?
Lizanne. Well, that's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Hannah Montana. Nah, she's not Izzy doesn't really like Miley Cyrus. That's what I actually like Miley Cyrus.
Okay, Mariah, I need you to go and get my it's on the
in the bathroom on the thing.
On the back of the toilet.
Yeah.
Because
so I need to fill it with the water.
Yeah, not fill it, but get a little water in there so that I can clean up my cat.
Gotta keep your
okay, I actually think I'm going to do 2 here. And the reason I'm going to do 2 is because I want one to be, you remember that? Okay, well, I can't find it now, but I can tell you, it's this color of pink. And see how it goes and it has those little spotty things on there? I want that because that's going to repeat this little spotty stuff on here. I think it's going to be very cool. And it does still have a bit of, you can feel the embossing. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And I think this is kind of cool because Bentley, when he was a kitty Kipton, much younger. He doesn't do that kind of stuff now, but he would chase butterflies. Butterflies would come in because I had flowers all over the back of my patio in Anchorage, and he would chase them down, and yeah, it's gross. Gross.
Oh, don't worry about that, Jeanette. Not
What?
at all. She is also older than 29.
Yeah, I'm a little older than 29 too. All right, now I got to get this stuff out of the way because I've got to have that for my. Okay, what? Oh yeah, here.
All right, do I need to have anything ready?
Well, yes.
Okay.
But I want to, I think that we're going to be able to do these at the same time.
This is Zombie Kitty by Christy Hartman. Hi, Rhonda.
He just has such character.
I think it's a girl. I don't know. He's got a bow tie.
Oh, I think
don't
it's
know.
a tomcat. I don't think it's a putty cat.
I was really afraid you were going to say something else.
I remember to get that cleaned off. Oh my gosh, that is just.
Oh. Oh, well done. Oh, please keep in mind that this was version 1 of the cut. So the lines on the cat are a little lighter than what they are on the product that you would be getting. And Mo put a link to that product right there in the chat. If you don't know where to find things, that's PM Artist Studio.
Oh.
You're on a rough surface there. I can see it. Or
Well,
you
get some white stuff on there and see. I think he still had some stuff on him.
He does, because I see the pink coming through. Also, you need something a little squishy behind there.
Okay, well, I'll put it over here.
That'll help you.
Okay, I think I got a much better contact there. Oh, and see, I've got to be careful if I push too hard, I'll get on the outside.
Hey, you did better than you thought. And see, that one side is where we really fixed it, and one of the reasons we thickened up the line. See, look.
And see, that one eye did not come out at all on that one.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, but it shows up.
Well, you'll see. But yeah, that eye is different, by the way. I mean, what I was trying to say. It Remember, he's a zombie cat.
He's a zombie cat.
He's missing one eye-ish.
Oh, I've got things falling on the floor. Okay, we're going to try this. I don't know that this is going to work.
Oh, I get them on Amazon. I think I even have them maybe listed in the shop. The little glassine bags. Yeah, I get those on Amazon. Now, from time to time, they switch it up, or you got to watch them with their prices. I've had to change them a couple of times. What I'm trying to say.
Okay, I don't know that this is going to work, but something dark.
Okay, you're moving a lot faster than I need you to be.
Okay. All right, that looks very cool there. And I'll just put this over here and we'll have a really cool background. So this has already got some stuff going on here, but I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so I didn't get any skulls, and I want this skull, but I also want this skull, right? And I'm going to do some ATCs with mushrooms on them because fungi is the theme, right?
Oh, they are. The little bags are glassine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I do like the crow. I've got to find something to do. So now I'm going to, and I think I'm going to go for the smaller one. Did you do the bigger one, Mariah, or the smaller one?
What are we talking about? I did the smaller one because we were on the cards. That's like postcard size.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's more postcard size. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hi,
and
Tammy.
I like this kitty too. I like this kitty. He's smiling. So the rest of these really have representations in their various forms.
Oh, Cheryl, if you take a look there, Mo did drop the link. But let's see.
Just got to thinking, you know. Those little baddies on these might be really cool.
Oops.
Because this really, remember this one? It's the Harlequin one, but it was picking up the pattern.
Yes, it was a transfer.
It was a transfer. So I really think what I want to do on this is I want to try to get, okay, what am I stepping on here? Get my headphones all wrapped up. Is to use this mat up there. Now see what I'm doing here is I'm planning, and I don't know, it might be better if it would go like this. It's really crowding things here maybe a little bit.
A little bit?
I don't know. We're going to try it. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with my white.
There you go.
And let's see, before I put these down, I want to talk to Mariah about what to use color-wise.
Okay.
On the bats. You know that I'm using the white, so I think if you use that iridescent-y stuff, like this.
I've been doing the cats in white.
The powder.
Yeah.
Good. Because I really want that contrast.
Can I go ahead and wah so I can get these out of the way?
Sure. I'm just going to go ahead and do some stuff here.
Okay. But you wanted me to discuss color. Or can we hold off on color discussion?
Sure.
Thanks for hanging, Devin.
Sure.
Okay. I gotta tell you something.
What?
So what was really interesting about the glittery... So here, take a look at that card. Now, where the paint was pretty heavy, it didn't really show back up. But do you see where the heat embossing made the glittery plaid business in the back? Also,
Yeah.
kind of heat embossed it or re-embossed it in a way.
Yeah, like right there. Yeah. Okay, so that's not a good thing to do. I'll figure something out on that.
Well, I kind of liked it. I thought it was cool.
I don't know that I like that. I'm trying to clean off my... I got some lumpy bumpy stuff here. I don't know from whence it came. Sometimes I eat
Oh. I was thinking about her today.
pistachios.
And actually we mentioned her the other day too.
What?
Tomorrow is 1 year since Judy P passed.
Aw.
And she says everybody spend a few minutes gel printing tomorrow in her memory. Or, put out some impasto.
Absolutely.
She was our impasto queen.
She was. And
yeah.
she is proud of it too. We've got that some really cute things that she gifted us.
There's some transfer happening there. I don't know about your jiggle technique. I'm just saying.
Just don't know, and that's really where you should just leave that.
It's not knowing.
See that plate going?
Yeah.
Now we did get some color transfer here, but I think
Am I going with the white on this again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Or do you want the iridescent? I'm doing the iridescent.
Okay. This little tub thing really works well, y'all. Want to see my little tub? See?
See your tub?
It's just enough that it just keeps them right at that spot. And, okay. No, this has got a lot of schmucky schmuck on it, but I don't think it's going to make any difference.
Schmucky schmuck.
Schmucky schmuck. Okay.
Eddie does that too.
What? Schmucky schmuck?
No. Well, he might. He probably does that too. But
okay, I'm really trying to go with these
Harlequin-y ones. Is that what you're?
The ones that don't have stuff on them.
Yeah.
Because I think that's mussing me up. I don't, I don't know that.
Oh, I'm gonna while you think about that. Those festive little bats.
Oh my goodness, look at how cool that is. Just flying around each other. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. That's definitely going to go into the... All right, now here's what I was kind of thinking on these ones. That this side looks so cool anyway. So how about if I do the image on the back side? Like especially the skull.
Yeah.
All right, so what I think I'm going to do... That's what happens when you, clean up.
Hi, Sophia.
Put stuff away. I just put it away.
I know. I wish you could just keep everything out.
And wouldn't that just be lovely?
Oh, yeah.
But actually, it's not that big of a deal because it's
she is. Yeah, I was gonna. I didn't know if I should take her off or not, but I didn't want to. I don't know.
What?
It's just one of those things. Judy P, she's still in our group. I figured that nobody took down her Facebook page, so like I'm just gonna leave her in there.
Yeah. All right, so I'm using carbon black open for my skulls.
Okay.
And what I'm thinking is,
Oh, a group of bats is called a cauldron.
oh. Okay, so now I've got to think about this.
Okay. I don't have our faces on the camera because you're doing cool things over there to the side, so I took our
okay.
faces off.
All right, can you see what I've got going here?
Mm-hmm.
I've got, this one it doesn't have any embossing on it. This one doesn't have any embossing on it. This only has embossing up here at the top. And this is actually the back of the card, which, I mean, look at that.
Oh, Sandy has a question. She'd love to get a list of your 5 favorite translucent colors to buy for altering scrapbook papers.
Okay. You want me to just go ahead and do that right now?
Do that right now.
All right, let's just do that. I don't mind doing that at all. I really...
Hi, Jim.
I know I told you transparent.
Okay, and I'm going to mark this. Let's look at us.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to put our faces back up here.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
And I want you to waw. Did you waw it?
I did not waw that yet.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to do this because I'm going to mark this time. Okay, so, good gosh. Yeah, well, we did Thursday thoughts. That's why. Okay, 1 hour, 7 minutes in.
Okay, now this is really good because I've got some of these here and I can show you different things here.
All right, so what we're trying to show here are the 5 top colors to utilize in order to alter scrapbook papers. Show your colors, P.
God, she's bossy. Now, here's the thing. Some of these have more than one.
That's why we just show the bottles of colors and then like show all the colors that you have and then you can discuss which are your most favorites.
Okay. So, well, I'm not quite finished yet. Here. Toots. Yeah, not really. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I know.
Which one, I used on that one.
Uh-huh.
I think that was a double whammy.
Oh, none of these just have like one thing. Let's all be very clear about that. But most of them have
Now, this is a transfer.
combinations of what she's going to be showing you
Yes.
as far as the
I'm
colors.
just trying to get a representative of all the different
Yeah.
businesses going on here. Okay. Right off the bat, I can tell you that is this purple. This is high flow. This is high. See what happens here? That's high flow.
Yeah.
This background here, I think that was some of my washout stuff. I couldn't tell you which one exactly. And plus I had some...
And you want to make sure that whenever you're doing this altering that you roll these out very thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
key.
And a lot of these that that I use with my airbrush mix like this
Mm-hmm.
in here, it's already really, and that's how you get that spotty stuff.
Yeah.
So this is just quinacridone crimson with the airbrush, and it becomes more of, you can hear it. Of course, it says balls.
Mm-hmm.
No balls. But it's sloshy. This fluid acrylic has now become a high flow.
Right.
Because of the addition of the airbrush medium. Okay? All right, so quinacridone crimson is a good one. Even if you just use it, and don't, you can tell it's transparent.
And especially when you roll them out thin, you want to do that for this whole altering the scrapbook paper situation.
Right. Transparent red iron oxide. Wonderful color. Transparent yellow iron oxide. nickel azo gold. And if you have
Choose one.
you don't have to have both.
No.
This one is a little bit lighter.
You don't have to have both.
You don't have to have both. Quinacridone nickel azo gold. You can tell it's got a little bit more red in it, but if you've got this one and this one, you can get these two.
There you go.
So
really what you should do is then get the magenta or like the purple. So there's kind of your, she loves the green
now we
gold.
need to get some blue in here.
Yeah.
And I did use the anthraquinone, but I did shoot some of the mixture down on there.
And that mixture, she means the airbrush medium.
Airbrush medium. The green gold, you can tell, and that I mixed with Jenkins.
Jenkins.
These two I mixed together because if you just use the Jenkins straight out of the thing,
Too dark.
going to cover it up. So you got to mix them.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell this is a lovely transparent color.
Mm-hmm.
What else here? Okay, now what's not a transparent color, but you want to, I would say get some, is this high flow.
That's how you got those kind of cloudy blues.
Cloudy, yeah. And a lot of times, I think what has happened is I used a lot of this without hearing the balls clank. And so it's a lot watery than it should be because
you're getting more medium or like the mixture stuff than you are the actual pigment.
Exactly, because it settles down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I think that was a good little overview, and that's definitely some of her favorite colors are out there for sure.
For sure. And remember, you can make your own. Like I just took this one, and you can see, look down here at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it settles out. I need to get some balls in there.
Yeah.
Because
you know what we should do is go through some of the sprays that we have and pull the balls from there.
Seriously. Because that's a good one. I have yellow that I've put airbrush medium with. Make it even more transparent than it already is. Same way with the
Here, get your finger out of the way for a minute. Just lay that down. And then get your hands out of there. Lay those down. I'm being bossy.
boy, I'll say.
Okay. Now. Fantastic. Now you can... Okay.
And you don't actually need... you don't need all of these. Actually, if you were going to just get like 2 or 3, I would get this.
Yeah.
I would get the transparent yellow iron oxide. I would get the anthraquinone blue.
Yep. And there, right there, you have a primary set in a way.
You do. And you can make purple by mixing these two together. You can make green by mixing these two together.
You can get a more
orangey
kind of color with.
You can put a little bit of this in here with that and get, as just Mariah.
So there's your top 3.
This would be my top 3.
Then start adding in like the green, because you can't really that color of that green that you got your
Well,
like that.
I could mix it, but you know, just buy a green. This green gold is wonderful.
So there's number 4.
That would be, yeah.
And then, yeah.
And remember, this is the tomato red. This is the purple red. This does not make a good purple. It makes a brown purple. So you need to think about that.
So there you go.
It took me a lot of years to figure that out, and you are getting the benefit of my mini mussed-up things.
Oh, sorry, Sadie. I will, because what I would do is just pause it, because I was going to do it for the thumbnail, but she wanted to take a screenshot, too.
Oh.
You can have her hands in there for that.
Okay, they're not rolling. You can screenshot it now.
There you go. All right, hey, that was a good, and I'm going to make that into a snippet. Look at us giving out knowledge.
I know, and I hope
condensed.
that Golden really
yeah,
gets on board with this and knows that we are so appreciative of their support.
I don't know. I mean they.
I know it's probably stuff that, and I'm sure that they could probably write all this off.
We're very appreciative that they accepted our request for the support. That's the proper way to put it.
And the whole thing about it is, they have wonderful products, and there's just,
yes, somebody did send you something. I'll let you know. Yes. I will let you know offline.
Okay. Now,
The purple is the what is it?
dioxazine. Oh gosh, where did I get that?
Yeah, dioxazine
from
purple.
I have a thing over here with its lid off, which is really not a good thing to do. And I'm going to get this edge cleaned off here so I don't accidentally hit my hand on that and get it all over something.
And now here's something to keep in mind. And excuse me, sorry. What you'd want to keep in mind, you can buy golden in a lot of different sets. You might take a look to see if any of those sets have some of those ones that you want. That might be the way to go about it. And then maybe buy a bigger bottle of one of the others that isn't in the set. Just an idea if you're considering buying, because it's kind of an investment sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I just think this is so beautiful.
I love that one.
I'm not going to do anything with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't, I'm not feeling, now I don't know that it's going to pick up, so I'm going to, but I could use this side, but it's kind of busy too.
Nice, Susan. Hi, Maxine. So
Okay, now this
this
would be a good one if I could.
I know they are very pricey, for sure.
I think that this is going to work better than the other kitty because it has bigger shapes. What are you thinking, Mariah?
Well, we have well represented the zombie kitty. So, I mean, if you wanted to throw in some different kind of cat,
This is a different cat.
It's a different cat.
I don't think I've even used this one. Not for this project.
Not for this project, no.
And use that. And that side and that side. And I'm going to use this side, but I don't necessarily want.
And here are the other kitties.
Oh, that's
here.
what I love that.
And let me wah this real quick.
Now this one, not so much.
Which one are you saying?
This one.
Well, because that's
it went
foiled.
over that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well now you know.
All right, hold on. Okay, so. Whew. See, I say leave them alone.
You got these down the bottom here.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's kind of cool because they sort of, work their way up.
Yeah.
Now, what I will probably do is, I found this stuff called multi-purpose sealer.
Oh, Mark, these are, what size are these cards? Because they are not traditional ATC size.
No,
Somebody has
not.
taken my ruler. I just want y'all to know that.
Well, here, just, I'll get you one.
I used to have a metal long ruler over here. I don't understand what has happened.
Okay, so I've got black out here. Don't really want black. I think I want black. I want the white.
These are 3x4. So they're a 1/2 inch larger on both sides than an ATC.
All right, Mariah, what I want is I really want this color for my kitty.
Okay. I can do that.
Doesn't that look good? I just really think that's a good one. That's a keeper. Okay. Now I've got these here. I've got to figure out on what I'm going to use for my skull. And I may just go ahead and do the white. Do you have silver
yeah,
embossing stuff?
I do.
Is it a good one?
I think so. Here.
Yeah, okay. I think that's going to be good for this background.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, I'm handing that back to you. And
Yeah.
I like that.
Now, you said something, you wanted me to mention the GAC thing again. You were going to talk about the GAC and fabric.
Well, I just read it.
Oh.
And I wrote it down on the side of the, because you know I've got that stuff.
Okay.
And I didn't know what it was for.
Okay.
So I went to Golden's website and found that information. Okay, so what I'm thinking about here.
Okay.
What I'm thinking about here is
Oh, golly.
turquoise.
Okay.
But I don't really have... don't really have a turquoise.
What do you...
Or do I in the open?
Oh, well, that doesn't really matter, by the way.
It doesn't?
No. Just get it on there and get it to me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I just need to make it a little more...
Yes, Lori. Those were all high flow. Or fluid. Sorry. But, sorry, high flow. They have the pointy tops. They are the high flow.
Gosh, this is messy. I don't know.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, like Mo said.
Okay, so I'm going to try to make a lighter turquoise here. Because I think it's going to be a nice contrast. I want it to be fairly... Oh, that's just great. That's way more than I... we'll make sure it works out. That is the Utrecht turquoise, and you can see it's really, and this is why you swatch it. See the difference between theirs and what it really looks like? It's a gorgeous color. It's not necessarily gorgeous on the...
I think it depends on the color, Julie, more than anything-ish.
What?
Are the high flow more expensive than the fluid acrylics?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I really
Somebody will verify. And then you had a mixture of both out there, both high flow and fluid. But you kind of want to stay in either high flow or fluid acrylics when you're doing these because they tend to be more of the transparent paints. That's really what the main goal is, the transparency. And that they can be brayered out very thinly. That's the mindset to be in. Yes, like we got this one set whenever we traveled. We got these little ones. They're little 1 fluid ounce ones. That's why I'm saying, like, if you get the sets, it's a great deal to experiment with, exactly as Sandy said. I think is that what Sandy said. Yes, experiment with them.
Okay, now you have the...
I got the things out here.
Iridescent-y.
Oh, you want the iridescent?
Yes, please.
You switched up on me. It's okay. I got it out here. Ah! Dropping lids.
That'll be a fun one to use to do my tape with. That background.
Your tape with?
You know, the tape.
Oh, on the gel plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
I don't know what is going on with chat. It's being very weird. It keeps connecting me and disconnecting me.
Oh gosh, there's a kitty on there.
And hello to those of you who have come in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. There are quite a few that haven't. Maybe just people popping in and out. We're going to chalk it up to that.
Sorry, the kitty had to go.
Kitty had to go. Shall I wah?
Yeah.
It is interesting that when this iridescent stuff is mixed with the paint, it does that sort of bubbly white business.
Good, because that's what I'm hoping to get on my skull here.
Okay.
Trying to get this so I can put down over here to get some good.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yes. If you utilize your Baron with your foam stamps, it's helpful. She likes to just shake things. She's not a professional stamper.
What?
She might be a professional mixed media artist, but she's not a professional stamper. I just thought I would set the expectations properly in case people didn't know. She only just started like using the stamps.
Yeah,
with the gel plate after much begging.
Really, very much here against the whole gel plating.
Yes,
Of
this is a recent
of the skulls
evolution.
Yeah,
in her willingness. What is up with this stuff being chunky?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but it keeps blopping out on me.
I'm trying it again on this one.
I love the iridescent stuff. Yeah, this is the embossing powder. Sparkles.
Okay, you need to get some of this down on this
Okay.
that there skull. And see, I'm a very heavy heavy painter.
Yeah.
I believe in paint.
Good golly.
What?
It's coming out in chunks. Like this got sort of set up, you know?
Oh, like maybe it got some moisture in it.
Something. Maybe I should put one of those little, you know, like they do in food.
Silicone.
Yeah.
Things in there. Yeah. For
Might
sure. Okay, I got to get this up here because I'm running out of...
Running out of room and things?
No, I'm running out of gel plates. That I
Oh, hey, Lala.
Okay. That'll work. I've got places to work there that I don't have to. Yeah, okay, I'll put that over there.
Oh, good God. Things are not going well over here. I just want y'all to know that.
Making messes. Just making messes.
I'm making huge messes. Like.
Okay, now I'm really kind of thinking on this one.
I'm trying to listen to you.
Gold. What if I put down the white.
Okay.
And then you do gold on top of it.
I can do that.
Okay, but what if I put down black and you put gold on top of it?
That's a different thing, but I think it will probably be about the same.
What is your feeling?
My feeling is it will probably be about the same either way.
Because the gold is opaque. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Saying that is a swine. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I am thinking. I am thinking burnt umber with white. Okay, let's look at these and see what. Oh,
I mean, I have got a sparkle situation over here.
look at that.
Things are very sparkly.
Ah. Hey, and this is really good. And see, what I did is I really went heavy. But because this has such big areas where there's so much concentration of the paint, it worked a lot better. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks very cool. Oh, I think the cat looks marvelous. Look at that. Ah.
Oh, good information. Darcy says buying the large bottles makes the price less per ounce, which is why she buys the bigger bottles. She gets the 8 ounces of the colors that she really loves. So, like, if you're starting out, buy it in a set, test out the ones. Unless you know for sure that you really love that, then, like she said, go and get the big bottle. Burnt Sienna.
Burnt Sienna by Winsor Newton.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I love it. And I don't, why do we have burnt sienna? I mean, why do we have Winsor Newton paints?
Because you wanted the one color. And as I just mentioned,
these were a set.
The one color was in the set. And it was like, it was on sale too. So I was like, well, heck, I'm going to buy the set. She wants the one color, but let's test out these other colors. Because I think it's, you know, for us, I can justify buying these crazy amounts of paint. Because, for one, pretty much gel prints every day. In fact, I need packets, by the way. And that helps us be more knowledgeable for you guys. That's the justification.
Yeah.
Oh, and yes, if you guys shop at Jackson's, we have an affiliate link. I know that's a great place, especially for our folks not, you know, outside of the US. They have great prices.
Okay, now, anytime you add white, you are opacifying your paint. I will repeat that. Anytime you add white, you are opacifying your paint, which I want it to be
Opaque.
For this. I don't want it to show through. I do not want any transparency.
I think you need to say opaquifying.
At all, because I want that skull to be
Yes, that's what we're doing. Exactly.
and see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pick it up. All right, there. See? Good, solid.
We like those kinds of questions, Lala, because sometimes we forget to address that.
What is it?
She says that her questions might be very, very basic, but we like those because we forget a lot of times to just talk about the very basic things of it because, you know, it's just been a little while, or, you know, we just...
Now, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think gold or you think something else?
I'm going to put this peach over it, this color, so that way it, like, goes with the color you got going on here.
I don't know if I can get another one here. I don't know if my paint is going to allow me to do that.
Because this is kind of a transparent-ish color of embossing powder.
Well, I'm giving you another one so you will be able to, yeah, I kind of like that.
Now, I've got a really lighter pink. You want me to try it?
Sure.
And we'll see what the difference is between
them. Now, see, this is going to be a wonderful one to use with my, with the washi tape and pull off paint. I mean, you can't even tell it was a skull anymore.
That's right. It's just texture.
It's just texture.
Mark making.
I feel like I'm going to start sneezing.
Don't do that. You got 25 minutes and then you can sneeze.
I can start sneezing again. Okay. I really, I like this bird
We like giving the bird.
with the, what do you think, Mariah? You think I should go for another spider?
I don't know. What do y'all think? Spider or bird?
I could take and put the bird on this one, which is,
Okay.
but I don't know. I think the background is very busy.
Very busy, but this would be a great opportunity for you to kind of show off your skills with your penciling later on. But I think you need a dark line so that way you don't get tripped up with that.
So you're saying I should make the bird dark?
I do, yes. And I have the navy.
Okay. Yeah, I like that navy. So we're going to use black. Black for the bud. And what that stuff was. Because the bird has very fine lines. And remember when I was telling you about
Very fine.
the skulls? One of the reasons I think that they worked really well was because they had large areas where the paint could adhere to. Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh yeah, Susan's giving out the good info in the chat.
Excellent. And y'all, I want you to know. I know I read some of that stuff today. It was kind of schmaltzy and whatever, but I really I'm not a very I'm not a really nice person. Mariah's a lot nicer than I am. One of the things that this morning I woke up at 8:30. I didn't go to bed till almost 2 last night because I was doing some research. Anyhow, I woke up at 8:38 this morning and I was like, I've got some ideas. And I couldn't wait to get to it. Because I just, I look forward to number one, this time here. And I didn't, if somebody told me this years ago, that this would be my thing here, I would have poo-pooed it.
The only reason she did it to begin with was because I asked her to.
Mariah, she hornswoggled me into doing this.
I was like, I think you'll get into it. And she did.
She tells me things and sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is kind of hard because you got a black bird with black paint.
Mm-hmm.
So you just want to jump him around a lot to get a good, you can see where it's starting to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I do that is because if Mariah uses that stuff that she uses.
That is true, actually. That is true.
It really, it doesn't want to pick up the paint. It resists it. Because that's kind of oily.
It has something to it. It's a chalky almost. What we're talking about is because I use the Distress Oxide inks whenever
that is a good one. That is a good one.
That is a good one.
This is one of my ATCs. It's not going to be mushrooms, but it's going to be a good one.
All right, these little jars of the...
Okay, here's another pro.
Ranger stuff drive me crazy because it gets caught on the edge.
Oh, and it's hard to get it to go.
Yeah, and then it gets caught up in the little ring thing.
Alrighty. Hey, we are just moving right along here.
Yeah, you are.
Look at the
20
time.
Got 20 minutes. Oh. Oh.
Okay, I gotta do a little cleaning up. Business.
I've got like when we're done with this project, I've got to take up this paper and like because it's just it's crusty. It's like going to the beach. And y'all
See,
remember
this
what
is
I
gonna
said
be.
about
This
that,
will be a good
regardless of what
brayer
Brad
off.
said. I did enjoy the Bahamas. Their sand is different. It is.
Yeah. Got quality sand there in them
Yeah.
Bahamas.
It's less abrasive, and they the drinks weren't too shabby either.
Oh, I love it. Now, I will come in and I will change this so the background is more.
Oh, I need to do the skulls.
Yeah, you need to do my
Well,
skulls.
I try to. Yeah.
I love that color. Oh, I see.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Did you see that?
I did.
I don't know why it's doing that. It did it on this one too.
Buckled.
Super weird. Okay, and like it's I don't know if it has something to do with what's going on the other side. Oh, it is because you
The
glued
paint.
down. No, you had glued down. And so it's like an air bubble traps in there.
No, there's no glue down. It's the
Oh,
paint.
sorry.
It's the paint.
That is trippy.
Well, I'm hoping I can rectify that, or if it might suck down on its own.
Yeah, well, or spray it with a little water and then put it under something heavy. It'll flatten that out.
That is pretty trippy.
I mean, and it's crinkly now.
Yeah. That's never happened before.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you never know.
Especially
Dear
over here.
Lord. You know?
You know?
Who coulda? Okay. Now, I'm doing the fungi.
Oh, he says, Eddie said he had that happen recently. Let it sit overnight. It should flatten out. That was trippy.
Good to know.
I mean, and it was like a bubble. Like it would poof. And
yeah, I watched it just go.
That's how it went. What? Mo saw Paul McCartney and Dave Grohl sing Blackbird live. I'll tell you what, Mo. Every time I learn something about you, I think you're cooler and cooler.
Okay, fungi. What color do I want my fungi?
I don't know, but we need to turn Darcy's stamps into, or her mushrooms into stamps.
Yes. I'm just going to go white. And then if I want to change the color, what I can do is I can cover them with the texture gesso. clear texture gesso and make them into any kind of mushrooms I want. Ooh. The hell is that all about?
Oh, that's good information, Sherry. She says, fun fact. Books dropped in the lake while floating can be dried decently with a hair flat iron. Ask her how she knows.
Okay, I really want just plain.
Oh, you know what you could use? I don't think that you have them because I think you gave yours away. We have the mushroom houses by Michelle. If you wanted a mushroom like right now, because I knew where your little brain was going. What color am I making these?
White. And this one also. I'm just having them all white so that I can come in and color them with my colored pencil.
Mm.
Okay, you need to move that one.
Listen, you're now being very bossy.
I think I can get one more. Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough, Sherry. Fair enough.
What?
She says there may have been some, alcohol involved in the book
With
dropping.
the book?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's another one. Okay, well this is kind of cool because this one looks very ghosty.
Ghosty shrooms.
Well, it could be. No, that's not wet. I was going to say the moisture in that could have been a issue, but it's not.
Ah.
Alrighty then.
So our next thing, we need to come up with fun things to put on these. Hey, if y'all have suggestions, leave them down in the comments. On
To put on the backs of the cards.
Fun, spooky, creepy,
slightly inappropriate.
herby things.
Herby?
Herby,
like Herbie?
Yeah, like,
Ha, ha.
witch's brew kind of, guru-y
Yeah.
things or medicinal, you know what I'm saying. Okay. There.
Cool. Look at that.
Oh, but Griffin tells, she says that I didn't realize she would put the gesso over the embossing.
Gesso over the embossing. Well, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm very careful about that. And I probably lost that iridescent quality on that one. But I'm kind of
C'est la vie.
that's just, you know.
Whatever will be, will be.
That's exactly right.
She wasn't that in love with it.
I don't really I want to emphasize
need an owl.
I want to emphasize we need an owl.
I said it out loud and then I was like, yep.
Oh, shouldn't have said that.
Who needs one?
We have an owl. We have an owl stencil, don't we?
No. I mean, I do. I never actually got it processed.
Okay, now what I'm doing on these, because I know I want to work on the mushrooms and the background, I'm going over the whole thing with texture gesso.
Okay.
And this is probably going to be the end.
Yay, the end.
I always get more of this out here than I need.
That's all right.
Oops.
Oopsies. There's 4.
Oh, well, good.
You'll have extra.
I'll
You
have
can...
extra.
Yeah.
But isn't that lovely? It's like sporing out.
That's what I was thinking too, and I knew you would be excited about that.
I am very excited about that. I just can't tell you how excited.
You're going to emboss for somebody like her. The expectations are just right.
They're low.
They're low, and that's great.
Everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I sit here and, you know, I listen to a lot of stuff at night and whatnot. And it's just, you know, I don't know. I've always been one of those people. And I don't know, I used to take stuff to the teacher meetings because they were so god-awful boring anyway. Most of them. There were some that weren't. Oh, now look at this. Okay, see that textury stuff going on out there? That, I'm probably not going to have the glossy stuff. I don't know that I can get it back. But boy, is that some fun stuff to pencil over. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Sporing out mushrooms.
Sporing out. Well, maybe I can get Brad to do one more in the style of like our crows. I think that would be good.
Well, I wouldn't mind having a stylized one either. You know,
well,
more like that one kitty.
I mean, you are an artist.
I am, but I have other things to do, and I
you don't want to draw now.
Relinquished my
designer
in-house designer business too. Okay, I'm just going back over this to kind of get all the brush strokes out that I possibly can. The smoother you've got it, the more likely you're going to like your surface.
Yeah. And the thing is it dries pretty quickly, so it's fair if you just kind of keep it moving.
Yeah.
You can buff those lines out very easily.
Now, see, look at that. I think that's going to be wonderful. And I want to see if this... Oh, look. Look.
Oh, yeah, it's still there.
Okay, well, see, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. All right. Fun, fun, fun.
Alrighty, my arty friends. We're going to call this one. So please leave comments down below if you've got some fun facts, just some, you know, herbally, you know, like remedies I think would be kind of fun. Don't make them super long. It's got to fit on a card.
Got to fit on a card.
Got to fit on a card. If you want to email them to me, that's cool too. You know, whatever. However you want to get it to me, I'll compile the things and make sure she has them to write them down. Do give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Do all that YouTube business because we are dunsies here. We will be back on Sunday.
I don't know what we're going to be doing.
Well, she's gonna have some of that done. We'll write down things.
Yes, we can write down things.
Yeah.
Will we have any new stencils? Will we have
Yeah,
any
I'm
new
gonna try.
stamps?
Yeah, that would be one thing that, yes.
Because I would, I still have some cards.
Remember,
blank cards.
It's Stampemberation. We are celebrating stamps in the month of September, therefore Stampemberation.
Yeah.
Party over here.
I don't know how to spell that, but
No.
yeah.
Let us know. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.